Hi, this is Socially Triggered, and this video is going to be actually very, very strange. I just watched the last Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker, and I went in. I did what you shouldn't do ever. You should never listen to the critics. You should never listen to the haters and the people that just are going to be negative about things. And you should just go in with an open mind. But I didn't do that. So I went in expecting what I saw in the previous movie, The Last Jedi. I expected social justice to be pushed on me, expected, like, you know, white people are evil and that kind of crazy narrative, and the Force is female, and expected all of those things. And I heard, actually, I was really into I'm really into Star Wars, and I was really into like watching all these videos where they were kind of giving like hints at what was going to be in this movie. And many of those spoilers that I heard of people that had sort of leaked elements of the script actually did happen, which is kind of crazy. But it didn't happen the way I expected. I'm going to say something that is very uncharacteristic. I'm going to say that this movie was actually excellent. It redeemed the previous two movies. And that's huge. I mean, the fact that it could actually even do that, that it can actually make the other ones make sense and make you feel like there was actually reason for the way that they did the other movies. This is huge because really, there's so many problems with the other movies. I hated the other two. The first of these new series was just like a remake of A New Hope. The second one was just a social justice nightmare, and they destroyed everything. There were so many things where they just like like slapped their face of their fans. Like where the very first scene is where they Luke Skywalker throws away the lightsaber. That was in the Last Jedi. That was the first thing he does. He just throws it away. The Force doesn't matter. Kill it all. Terrible kind of message. And Ray was way overpowered, and it was just like she didn't need to be trained. She just was awesome just for the sake of being awesome. That was what they set this movie up to be like. It's going to be, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be this social justice nightmare. And I was so surprised that it was total opposite of that. They actually were able to explain things. They created a narrative that you're going to either love or hate. I personally loved it. I would actually say that it made sense. Um, that it actually saved the Star Wars franchise as a it even made Ray seem like a good character, which is pretty amazing. Um, this movie, I'm not sure what people are going to think of it because it is like really, really turning the heads on the original two movies from this third series. But it does it in such a way that it saves the movie, it saves the franchise. And it's its own unique story. Um, there is a lot of things happening. There's a lot of story elements, and that might confuse people and might cause some issues. But they actually do so many things that revive the spirit of Star Wars. They show the power of the Force, and I think it was a really good movie. And you must watch it for yourself and decide for yourself. Don't take my opinion for it. Watch it for yourself and see how you feel about it. In a way, nowadays, if the critics say that it's a terrible movie, then you know it's going to be good. It's just sort of like when they did the movie, what's a Battle Angel, uh, and the critics hated it, but it turned out to be like this awesome movie. Well, this movie is kind of similar to that. The critics hated it, and maybe the critics are just these mindless people nowadays, social justice warriors that just believe that if it doesn't have some virtue in it, then it has to be a bad movie. Well, this movie wasn't that, and it was a great movie. So I hope you watch it. I recommend that you take your family to it, and it does save the franchise. So this has been Socially Triggered. I'd love to hear your feedback on the film. Thanks. Bye.